Welcome to another part of Yanya Caballista. This time we're doing the other half of Street Mode. It's Prison Island first with Bluebee. So Prison Island, the famous tourist resort, for some reason. It's a federal prison for some reason, and it's a tourist resort. It shows its remains with past glory, but unfortunately, the toppers are here. And the toppers are rather bastards, honestly. They require you to make some good tricks, and if you're not making good tricks, they don't give a shit. So, this one requires to start making some good combos now. And that means basically a spin the flip is not good enough. You gotta be making real combos. And Bluebee, he kinda sucks for this, honestly. He's rather slow. You'll find that he's taking a lot of time here, because he legitimately is just a slow motherfucker. However, this level also has a lot of time to add in. Like, it adds in so much extra time. It's kinda stupid. I'm not joking. You can be here for like 15 minutes and still be able to get the fucking high scoreboard, essentially. It's kinda dumb. The main thing, though, is to just go around making the big scores, making the big hits, and grabbing all the coins you find around here, and also just essentially trying to get to the Gawoo so that you can fuck him up. Because it's not that simple. Because sometimes you gotta get out to those little platforms, those boxes, which the boxes ones suck. It's just not funny on the boxes. But there's that going on. And, you know, there's different paths going on as well. You can find that there is 2 different paths. They also have coins around these paths. I'm gonna get the ones over here, because that just gets that shit out of the way. Then I'm gonna go this way and take care of the ones up on these stairs before I take care of the ones on the other side, which will be actually going for the next set of Gawoo, who I believe this path is the either faster or better one. Because the other one is just rather empty for a majority of it. Seriously, like, a good amount of the path here is just nothing. It's kinda shit. Also, this corner is super easy to miss for some reason. Seriously, I do not like these fucking grinds much. You'd think I would, considering they help keep the combo going and all. But man, trying to keep shit going in general of this stuff sucks. Also, a grab one. Just do it for a whole second and it will die. Anyway, we have to get up on that little hill there. We can also just go this way. We can see some more coin. We can see some more path. We can also see, essentially, mines. We'll avoid the mines. We don't have to go anywhere near the mines, honestly. But first, I need to take care of going up this. How do you get up this little hill here? Use the grinds that give you enough height to make it up. And yeah, it's just this one guy we're hanging out over here. There's also some coins, some more of those little mine things, and just a whole lot of nothing. Just, this map is just kind of barren. It's rather big, in fact, and it's just very barren. This map is honestly, in my opinion, one of the worst, if not the worst map of the fucking game. I would say it is competing between, it's like this or the horror one, the fucking Haunted Mansion one. Because both of them are pretty big, and they're also just not really fun to work with. Also, this guy was very small, so I could have gotten that in one combo, but I kind of forgot that one was a smaller one, like a smaller radius, so my bad. Also, there's a coin there. How do you get that coin, you're probably asking yourself? Well, let me show you, because you don't get from just getting up on this jump here and, you know, jumping for it. No, there's this little ramp here made of sand. Just turn around, get up this little spot here, and you just get there at the end to make the jump. Like so. Unfortunately, now I'm gonna get the fuck back up here. So, luckily, the game developers decided to be nice and put that little path there, which is nice of them. However, I'm deciding to, you know, show off the rest of the level, which just to show you how empty this whole entire spot is. it's just nothing. You could either go up that side there you saw, which I'd recommend, or you can do what I'm doing for no good reason, get up on the stairs instead, and gain these coins here before then going for and taking care of more Gawoo. Also, this has 5 doors. This is not the biggest, I don't think, but it is a big level, and there are 5 areas to unlock. So I don't blame you thinking this is the biggest of the areas. Especially since how long I take getting through this. Again, it's just what happens when I play as this character. This guy is so slow with not only his speed when he's starting up and everything, but also just his fucking tricks. Like actually doing tricks is rather slow. The reaction time for it is just not really fun to deal with. He also has kind of a shit fucking, like, special trick, essentially, so, yeah. Bluebee, not fun. I'm trying to do a triple right now, and it really is slow. It really does take a while before I can actually do it. There you go. Also, that just happened. But, yeah. This is legitimately just this level. And right now, even though I'm getting my ass kicked a lot, I can still get the high score, and I can still essentially get a fucking A. Like, I can still win this, no problem with Bluebee here. Because if you actually do big fucking tricks like this, you're kind of noticing that I am getting a lot of points. You might remember that so far the high scores have always been going up 1,000,000 points each time. Basically, by doing what I'm doing right now, I can simply get to 4 mil just from fucking killing all the Gawoo and getting all the coin. So, I can easily just get first place in the high scoreboard by just going my own pace and just fucking the Gawoo up with good tricks and such. Which is what I'm doing right now. So yeah, this is how you basically get first. You get good, essentially. You get good, but you don't get fast good. You just get good. Especially since you are given so much time. Like, look how much time I have. Also, this guy only cares about spins. Just get a 1440. There are a few caps, by the way, when it comes to tricks. Obviously, with flips, it's the 4-flip thing. With grabs, the game only cares for up to a second. And the thing is, it cares about a second and then 30 seconds. 50 seconds, actually. So, here's what it wants, really. If you do, like, 3 grabs, like, no, 4 grabs, and those 4 grabs are, like, 50 seconds the first 3, and then a whole second on the last one. That is damaging. Believe it or not, though, if you spend a 1-second grab on your first grab, and then 50-second, like, half-a-second grabs on the rest of them, the other 3, that does more damage than doing that same amount of grabs, but your 1-second grab is the last one. Doing the longer grab first is more damaging than leaving it to last. So, if you want to attack with big fucking grab tricks, just immediately do a long grab and then start kind of spamming grab afterwards. Like, that's it. That's the trick. Also, fuck these rails. These rails suck. Also, you can kind of see I'm already nearly at the point where I'm beating the high score. And these fucking mines are hiding in the grass. That is just not fair. Fuck you, game. Also, for that guy, I know how to handle them. See how there's this rail there? Use the rail. Seriously, if you want more time to take care of tricks and shit, use the rails. It does give you some extra height. And as for the spin, if you wonder what the actual cap for spinning is, the game will stop caring at a 1440. If you do any more than a 1440, it does not give a shit. So just do a 1440 spin when you see the green Gawoo, and that's it. The Gawoo never go very high, so you'll be fine. In fact, I'm not sure if I actually told you about the level for the Gawoo yet, with the colored ones at least. Especially when it comes to hard mode. The manual actually gives you a guide on how hard mode really works, like tips and tricks about hard mode, and how to get good with it. So, that's interesting to me, how the game actually, like, the manual actually gives you instructions on how to not be shit at hard mode. And really, it's not that helpful, except for what the game wants when it comes to taking care of the Gawoo. And as you saw there, I fucked up my combo, so unfortunately level 10 did not get affected. In case you're wondering, it has to be a spin and 3 flips, or a spin, 2 flips, and a grab, and it's like a 1-second grab, which I was too late on the grab, so it had less of an effect. Yeah, it really is going to be that stingy. I also have to find the other Gawoo, which should be close to that tower there, that little water tower there. Should be over there. I think I see it actually. Yeah, there it is. A level 6. Again, use the rail, or, better yet, since it's a big one here, do what I do here. Get up on the rooftop, aim yourself just right for push and all, do some big flips and shit, and then land right on the fucker. You can either choose with that roof I just showed you, or this roof, which is honestly harder, but you can use this roof if you want. But I would prefer the roof over here. Just get up top of this roof, turn around from out here, get a nice push, and then 3 flips, land, dead in 1 kill. There you go. That's how I take care of that. Also, these ramps are so steep, they really slow you down. I'd recommend you just push when you're on the ramp. Alright, let's try and get this correct. Got it. And here's the special, which is actually kinda long. It's his original, I guess. It just cuts out an original. Also, here's this big motherfucker. He is basically another tall Gawoo, another topper, and he will fuck you up bad because he kinda just... he's all sleepy and shit, which he likes to run into you, and he also likes to like land those things around to be a dickhead. The main thing though is that he also is rather a dizzy motherfucker. And by dizzy, I mean he will just slump down whenever he wants, whenever he feels like it. And believe it or not, when he's slumped, sometimes he doesn't even see your attack. So your attack just doesn't register with him. The goodness of what I'm seeing though is that when he does get dizzy, he just spins about. He doesn't actually lose his shit, like he doesn't lose his like view of you when he's spinning around like that, when he's stunned. So luckily, when he's stunned, it's not a problem compared to all the other boss Gawoo we've taken care of so far. The biggest issue obviously is when he's slumped and, you know, actually gain him. Because he's a big health motherfucker, and yeah, there's not much to really work with here. He's also a topper, so you gotta have a combo going on. You can't just one-trick pony this motherfucker. You have to actually really get a good combo going. You can use the wire there to grind up for some height if he's close there. He can be close there sometimes, but as you can see from me right now, he's not. But yeah, all I can really also, I don't know what hit me, but that's bullshit right there. That is some bullshit. All I can really say is just keep at it, keep trying your best, and eventually you'll win. And because of all those fights, I essentially got enough for me to get 4 million just from the fights alone. So that is an A. That is me winning. 14 minutes, by the way. I spent a lot of time there. Thank God time does not really matter when it comes to these high scores. And lastly, it's Ruins and Canal, and I'm doing this my favorite character, Mr. Honda. So, let me show you why I like Mr. Honda so much. But first, we finally found the Gawoo base. It is in these old factory remains. In the deepest part is the Overlord, the King Gawoo. We have to defeat him and drive the Gawoo back to where they came from. And all we gotta do is use every technique in our book to get there and beat his ass. How he beat his ass? I beat all the other Gawoo in the process. Ruins Canal. This is actually the last level, in fact, and after this, there's a bit more to this game, but it is just these levels reused again and again for hard. Seriously, it is just gonna be that way. So, really all we're doing here is just styling in this one. Because even though he's supposed to be a self-centered kind of rich, pompous prick in the manual, I can't hate this guy and his fucking style right now. I literally cannot hate this guy, how he looks. Honestly, out of all the look at his fucking... Look at that U-turn move he has. He fucking spins to win, guys. Also got a nice sound effect going on, and he's got a pretty cool special flip where he just really fucking, like, breaks down on that skateboard in the air. It's great. But, yeah, like, out of all the characters in this game, he has the best style to me. He is, like, the best designed character to me. I like his dress, I like how he looks, I like pretty much how he looks in the drawings there are of him and such, his poses and all. Like, look at him, he holds his hat and everything looking all fucking cool and shit, like this. It's just great. And also, there it is. He just gets right on his fucking back, he just spins his ass around, fucking breaks down that fucking board. It's great. And from doing that, by the way, look how many points I got. The high score is 5 million. We're already halfway there, we just began. So, yeah, this is gonna be a super high scoring level, I'm not kidding. Like, just going through this, you can get like 10 million, like no problem in this level. Not even a joke. But right now, I gotta find my way to the exit. Where's the exit, you might be wondering? Well, I don't know where it is right now. I am kind of playing a bit blind. I did watch the Insect Let's Play a while ago. My memory is really fucking bad. Also, I want to get those coins, too, that I missed. So, you know, there's that as well. But hey, there's a lot more coin around here. I mean, I gotta look around and find all the coin. Because the coin gives you extra time. And the extra time counts to your score as well. So obviously I'm gonna be wanting that shit. Also, the coins add to your score as well, so it all is like a win-win situation, really. And there you go. And yeah, I just like this guy because, sure, he has somewhat average, you know, stats and such. He's a little slow on his startup and such. But when it comes to trick reaction, when it comes to having fast tricks, this guy's great, honestly. Like, I feel a fucking fantastic flow with controlling him compared to any other character, honestly. Like, I think him, Clarice, and maybe the first character of the fucking game, Jet. And maybe Max as well. Like, those are the characters I am the most okay with. But, oh god, the other characters. When we get to them, when we get to fucking, like, the last one in our listing. Also, you fall in the water, you lose 10 seconds. And as you can see here, going this path, which is sort of the intended path in a way, not only does it not give you that much good air, but that pipe, you have to land on it, and you can't do a double flip on that shit. There's not enough time for you to make it. No character is fast enough to do it this way. So, what the fuck do you do? How do you land this shit? Also, there's this guy here. I killed him immediately, because I just went up to him and grabbed his ass. But how do I take care of this guy? Well, you see how this rail over here, and you see how it just sort of loops around in a way? How about instead we do this? I grind my way up to this pipe and grind backwards. Well, guess what? You can. And honestly, this is much fucking better, because with this pipe gives you more air than that ramp. Which means I have more time to take care of that Gawoo in one hit. So yeah, there you go. And not only that, I can just go backwards like so, and then just grab all the coins here. I really fucked it, didn't I? The problem is you always respawn to certain points, and this is one of those respawn points, so every time I gotta keep doing this shit. I mean, this is a faster way to get up to here at least. But now you're starting to notice the whole pushing constantly thing. It's starting to bite me there, because I'm pushing, but then I'm not pushing at the right time for the ramp. I pushed a bit better there, and I just barely got over the fence. You really have to start just getting used to only pushing when necessary. If you just push all the time, it's gonna fuck you. Right now, everything's working out for us, and now this is where the game is really gonna make us just sort of get used to the factor of building up combo. Because it is legitimately impossible for you to just get these fuckers killed in one hit with just anything, really. Because this pipe does not give you that much air to make big tricks. But the rail does build up your combo meter, and it keeps it still, which helps in a sense to build up enough for combo to make our attacks more damaging. And with it, you can hit them harder. You gotta get used to building up combo if you want to take care of some of these Gawoo later on in the game. Just saying. Oh, and this is where it really wants you to start, you know, getting used to that timing thing with the pushes. Because these are steep inclines. And in order to get up them, you gotta push the right fucking time. Also, I could have gone all 4 of them in one go. I missed one though. But if you haven't noticed yet, and I want you to notice right now, have a look at our score. Now, it might be a bit confusing to you, but that is not 1 million. That is 13.5 million. Like I said, this is such a high-scoring level. No matter what you do, you will 100% beat the highest score in this one. No fucking issues at all. The high score here is stupid easy. Especially since you have to go forward and take care of the boss now. And honestly, King Gawoo is the hardest boss in the game. And the reason he's so hard is not because of what he throws at you. It's more so what this game throws at you for this shit. Also, I seriously hate the grinds. I hate grinding. I hate how big these pipes are, and I hate the specifics needed to actually grind on them. It is obnoxious. Anyway, extra time for me. Over 500 seconds. Here is the King Gawoo. He's bringing his boxes in. And for this whole entire thing, you have this giant-ass ramp. We've dealt with ramp beforehand when it came to ramp mode. We are well acquainted with the round ramp, with the fucking bowl. But now I'm gonna get acquainted to the King Gawoo fight. And I'm just saying this right now. The biggest issue of the King Gawoo fight is not doing the tricks. It's not what he throws at you. It's not even King Gawoo himself and the fact he keeps changing colors means you have to go ahead and, you know, do different kinds of tricks like grabs and spins and shit in order to actually hurt him. It's not any of that. You know what it fucking is? It's the fact you can't fucking see him! Seriously! The camera sucks here. Unless you are standing right around the fucking ramp at any time, you don't know where he is. There's no shadows to help you out here, and if you do see shadows, there's a really good chance it's just the boxes. Because the boxes also emit shadows, and they're also spinning around the fucking course. So the entire time you're trying to find King Gawoo, you're probably distracted by the boxes, which also emit a shadow, so you're getting the wrong shadow. And not only that, King Gawoo is also dropping his fucking red orbs down, which bowl around the bowl. And he's also just changing constantly. He'll be a flip, he'll be a fucking grab, he might be a spin even. He's usually a flip or a grab though. But seriously, the biggest fucking issue is the fact that you just don't know where he is. And then you notice, oh shit, he doesn't have a fucking shadow. King Gawoo has no indication for where he is. You just have to fucking know he's there somehow. This makes this boss the worst thing ever, because you don't know where the fuck he is. The best I can help you out with is that once you do have a grasp on where he is, you kind of want to go ahead and then just not really do what I'm doing here, but instead fucking go left and then go for the fucking, like, 90-degree angle you just went for. I'm not joking about that, by the way, because he'll usually start turning around. He'll go a different direction entirely. I mean, you might get lucky and get him on like a halfway, but usually you're not that lucky, and you're usually gonna get fucked, and you might, you know, have to deal with the fact that, unfortunately, he might be turning around, and he might be in like a 90-degree turn here. Luckily, I am fucking him up. Unfortunately, when he is the spin version, again, the spin is the least damaging, which means he takes the least amount of damage as the green version. When he's flipped, though, he takes the most amount of damage. So when he is fucking pink, go all out on his ass. When he's grab, he is the second most damaging. Fucking go ham on him there too. When he's regular white, he is third most damaging. You can still fuck him up pretty well. But when he's green, he is the least damaging. You will barely hurt him. Just kind of wait a little bit, because your attacks aren't going to do that much. Build up your combo even, so that you can do more damage because of the meter there. But ultimately, once you actually find the fucker and you finally defeat his ass, you did it. You beat Street Mode. Unfortunately, the Gawoo have released from him somehow, and it's white. It's all white. The world was wrapped in a blinding light. Something's wrong! And after all of that, we got an S rank. This is the absolute best rank, and it mainly requires you to get a certain amount of score, which is, from what I can gather, 2 million more than, like 1 million or 2 million more than the highest score, essentially. Like a pretty big fucking score, I think. But right now, that is it. And we have Flip Side now. This is the other half of Street Mode. What is Flip Side? Well, I will tell you what Flip Side is next time. Because next time we're going through missions 1, 2, and 3 of Flip Side. Because it is essentially all of these missions done already. But now, it's in reverse. And there's a whole lot more to this than you think. And I'll be getting a friend in for this as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time for Flip Side.